believe you're now able to speak to us. You've moved to another location. Tell us where you are and what's happening.
We are in front of the Gwakhetho Mthandayo Royal Palace's gate. Bonga Mkhize will show you here. Inside the gate, that is what is happening. I see princes here and Zulu royal family members. The gate is closed. It's only a select few members of Amabutho that are inside the gate. Just to show you inside the gate there, that is what is happening there. I also see some government officials here inside ensuring that everything is in order. If we can try and show you, you see that man basically lining the pavement of Gwakhetho Mthandayo Royal Palace. This is where the remains of the departed monarch will come. Zulu royal family members will have an opportunity to pay their respects once all those traditions and cultural practices have been conducted outside the gate, where my colleague Thubelihle Velane was mentioning about the white marquee. That's where some of those cultural traditions and customs will be done and conducted. Bonga Mkhize is showing you those visuals as we speak, as Nkanyiso Mdlalose is sticking with the wide shot there of the maidens and Amabutho as the convoy is making its way to Gwakhetho Mthandayo Royal Palace here. Let's see if we can get that shot, but I'm sure you are getting that shot, Shahan. So basically what is happening now is that security is tight here. It's been beefed up. Senior members of Amabutho are lining up the street here, and I see Umntwana Tiza here, one of the senior princes, is also going inside. Umntwana Tiza is the one I was speaking about earlier on when I said he grew up with the departed monarch. They are a year apart. I think the departed monarch is 72, Prince Tiza is 71. They grew up together. They used to come here to Gwakhetho Mthandayo Royal Palace. I'm trying to listen to what he's saying now. He is giving some orders here as to what needs to happen inside the palace here. But these are senior members of the royal family that will be leading those rituals that will be performed before the king's remains enter Gwakhetho Mthandayo Royal Palace. This palace is significant to the departed monarch and the Zulu nation as a whole, because this is where the king's late father lived, and this is where the current monarch's first wife or first queen, uMadlamini, is, and this is where the king's first children, if I can call them like that, Princess Nombuso and then Prince Letuktula, who passed away about 3 months ago. This is where they also lived. So the king's first queen is from Gwakhetho Mthandayo Royal Palace here, and I think I've spotted one of the princes as well. But you will have many people making their way inside the palace here, because from here there will be a cut-off point. Let me tell you that you've been fortunate enough to get these visuals all the way till outside the gates of Gwakhetho Mthandayo Royal Palace. I will try and see if I can get a word with Prince Utiza, but I see he's still busy with another member of the Zulu royal family here, and we will see if we will get a word here. But Umntwana umatasa kakhulu, so he's very busy. I see he's directing this procession as it makes its way here, so we won't be able to do that. We need to at some point move from where we are, but what you are seeing is what is happening inside the royal palace, Gwakhetho Mthandayo. This will be it for the media and the general public. Once the remains of the departed monarch enter Gwakhetho Mthandayo Royal Palace, you will not be able to see any visuals or film anything. What you will see will be the last of it in terms of the departed Amazulu King Zwelithini kaBheka Zulu okaBishop Khali isilo samabandla ongangezwelakhe. Let me see if we can get a shot of this procession making its way inside here. So we will cut to the visuals of Nkanyiso Mdlalose. He's showing you that procession making its way. The singing has stopped. The reality has kicked in. The sun has set on the Zulu nation. Even though it's raining for now, which is regarded as a blessing, but these are final moments of the departed king, Goodwill Zwelithini kaBheka Zulu. okaBushobkhali omdlokombana. It's a sad moment for AmaZulu, for the king's daughters and sons, princes and princesses. I see here this car inside is carrying Prince Umbonisi Zulu, the king's brother, who is the one who was leading the procession here. Prince Umbonisi is the king's brother and is the one who was performing all those rituals inside the mortuary there when the departed monarch's remains were being taken out, and then they were being brought into KwaKhetho Mthandayo Royal Palace. So inside that car is Prince Umbonisi Zulu. We expect that at some point, whether outside the gates here or inside the gates, he will disembark, and he, together with other senior members of the royal family, will be leading a procession there. If I can see on the other side there, Kanyiso Mdlalose maybe will be able to show you other princes lining up near the marquee there while they await the arrival of the remains of the departed monarch. NgesiZulu kuthiwa kuhlwemeni kwaZulu lashona ilanga. That is when the king has departed. I see here Prince Mbonisi. It looks like he will be making his way out of this car here. He is the king's brother and is going to lead these cultural traditions, customs, as well as rituals that will have to be performed here. So it's a very sad day for him in particular, as he has gone to the mortuary to fetch the remains of his departed brother here. There was a salutation there by Amabutho saying, "Wena wendlovu, wena wendlovu, bayede." That is how the king is greeted. That is the only way of paying homage and respect to the departed monarch here. And I can tell you that I see a goat is being brought here to tell you that those traditional rituals and customs will be performed. It's not surprising. The cultural significance of that is the fact that they will have to cleanse. There will be a cleansing ceremony that will be performed here, as Bongam Kiza is showing you that goat being taken to Prince Tiza. Prince Tiza is one of the senior princes. It's entering that white marquee. That's where everything will be performed. So those are the rituals that we were talking about, and we will not be allowed to film those. Even if we were, we would try and exercise caution and show some respect and cultural sensitivity in terms of this whole process here, because the royal family has asked for privacy and they shall be granted that like any other family, but they've told us how things will unfold after these rituals have been performed. So after this, the king's remains will enter KwaKhetho Mthandayo Royal Palace. Family members will have an opportunity to gather around the departed monarch's remains. Also, there will be an opportunity to perform more and more rituals before the king's remains are taken out of the palace at midnight, and then they will be taken to where those remains will be interred, and that is where everything will be conducted. As you see Amabutho here accompanying the remains of the departed monarch. Nkanyiso Mdlalose is staying with those visuals. Now the hearse will make its way turn towards the right-hand side, and then the king's remains will be offloaded. We understand all Zulu royal family members will get closer and perform whatever rituals need to be performed. As I hear a praise singer inside there singing praises for the departed monarch here. This is the king of one of the most powerful nations on earth, one of the most powerful kingdoms, not only in South Africa, but in Africa and across the world. Let's listen to natural sound, Shahan.